Theology for Kids. This channel is about questions that kids ask about God to theologians. And this is our theologian today.
Hi, hello. My name is Bennett Lawrence. I am a New Testament professor. I teach New Testament, and it is good to be with you today. So, we have few questions, I believe.
Yes.
First question.
Okay, first question. What would have happened if Adam and Eve did?
This is a very interesting question. If Adam and Eve did not eat the fruit, things will be very, very different. I believe that heaven is a place full of satisfaction. One of the major problems in this world is that we don't have satisfaction. For example, if we really like a chocolate, and if our parents give the chocolate and if we eat the chocolate, we may be satisfied for a few minutes, but later on we still have the cravings and we ask for more. Kids may just ask for a Lego toy from their parents. It's very expensive to buy a Lego toy. They may buy it, but you may not be satisfied. You may be asking for more toys and more Lego toys. This is the major problem in the world. We are not really satisfied in this world. We have wantings and cravings for more. We ask and ask and ask. But in heaven, I believe that you will have absolute satisfaction in the presence of God. Because God is there, everything will be perfect in heaven. And if Adam and Eve did not eat that fruit, I believe that there will be perfect satisfaction in this world. And we will not be wanting for more. We will not have problems. We will not have wars. We will not have diseases. We will not have issues in this world. For example, the COVID-19 problem, pandemic, and so many other problems that we see, poverty and wars, fightings and all these things. So I believe heaven is a place where you will have peace, joy and absolute satisfaction. And if Adam and Eve did not eat the fruit, we all will be happily enjoying heaven without COVID pandemic or any other problems, and enjoying heaven without any problems. So that is how I imagine the situation. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. So the next question is, there are 66 books in the Bible. What if they find some more books? Will it be included to the Bible or will it be excluded?
Throughout the centuries, there are several manuscripts found through archaeology. I believe what you're asking is that through archaeological excavations, if someone finds a document from the 1st century or 2nd century, and will they be included in the Bible? See, I believe that God is the one who wrote the Bible with the help of his apostles and his disciples. And I believe that God wants to speak to us through his word. And because God wants to speak to us through his word, he had allowed his people to write the books, and then he gave all the books that are needed for us to understand about him and about his ways. In order for us to know God, we need these books, and whatever that we need, God had already given to us. And these books have been preserved from the 1st century onwards until now through many scholars and many people. Whatever books that we need to have to understand God are already given to us. I don't think any new books will be added to it. For example, from the 2nd century and 3rd century, we have several documents from the 2nd century and 3rd century which were found from Nag Hammadi library and several other places, but they were not included in the Bible because they are quite late. So I don't believe that we will find another book which can be included in the Bible after this. Whatever we need to know about God is already there in the Bible, and the Bible is complete. That's why we call that as canon. Canon means a rule book that is already complete.
This is a follow-up question. What happened to the extra books?
In what we call as the Catholic Bible, we have several other books that are added, and which are from the 4th century onwards, until 4th century BC onwards, until the time of Christ. So we have several books and which were added there, and we call that as Apocrypha, and we also have something called Pseudepigrapha. So these are books that were there already even before the time of Jesus Christ, and these are included in the Catholic Bible. But apart from that, we also have several other documents. These are there in libraries, these are there in other places where we can just use them for our understanding of the Bible. For example, the book like Gospel of Philip or Gospel of Thomas are there, which are from the 2nd century, but they are not included in the canon.
Okay, third question. Why are the same verses or stories in the books Matthew, Mark, and Luke?
We believe that Mark was the one who wrote the story of Jesus first. He first narrated the stories of Jesus Christ and he had written it down. And then later on, we believe that Matthew and Luke copied them and they had used those stories and sayings of Jesus Christ, and they have added their own stories that they have from different sources and from themselves, and they have written all these things for their own church or for their own audience. And as they have written the whole story, and they have several things that come from Mark also, and it's one of the reasons why we believe that we have this close connection in verbatim, in words, exact words that Mark has used are also there in Matthew and Luke. So one of the main reasons is that we believe that Matthew and Luke copied from Mark. And Mark also has believed that he wrote down the things that were narrated by Peter. Peter was a chief disciple of Jesus Christ, and he narrated those things, those stories, and Mark wrote that one down. And later on, Matthew and Luke have used that one and added their own stories. One of the reasons why you have the similarities in words in these three books.
Okay, thank you. So the fourth question is, when is Jesus' real birthday?
This is a very tough question. We don't know exactly when Jesus was born. We believe that Jesus was born on 25th of December, 2000 years ago. But we don't know exactly the date in which that he was born. But we know for sure he was not born on 0 BC. We know that at least he was born before 4th BC. 4th BC, meaning Herod the Great, he was the king. Herod the Great, he passed away by 4 BC. We know that we have archaeological evidence. We have documents to prove that. But before that, Jesus should have born, because in the book of Matthew we see clearly that Herod the king or Herod the Great was the king in the time of Jesus' birth, and he killed many kids as well in Bethlehem. So we know that story, and we know how Herod the Great was alive in the time of the birth of Jesus. So he should have been born before 4th BC, the year, but we don't know exactly when he was born. We believe that he was born on a cold evening, which means that it must have been a winter. In the time of winter, most probably in December, there is a possibility. But we don't know exactly when he was born. But we have to believe in the tradition. Tradition is giving us these details. Our church tradition over the years have handed out several details, and through them we know several things, and we may have to believe the tradition and believe that it is 25th December of 2000 years ago, most probably by 6 BC. But I believe that 25th December is a good time for us to celebrate. We have at least one day devoted for us to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. It is the day that we can wear new clothes, go to church, and celebrate with good cakes and good biryani if you are in India.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this video. We have more videos with more questions coming up a little later. Thank you for watching.